Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. John Hood, what do you wish you had said last week, but you didn't?
Tom, I made a reference to the fact that the statistics, the trends in COVID have been politicized. In fact, I mentioned this is true on both sides, and I think this is a severe problem with our conversation, is that now people have gone into their respective corners. They're grabbing whatever sliver of information supports their preconceived notions and screaming at the top of their lungs about it instead of really understanding, having a real conversation, learning. I think the media is a very big culprit in this, covering daily changes in cases. And the fact we have more cases than ever before is literally meaningless, absolutely meaningless, because most, if not all of that, has to do with changes in the testing regime. How many people are we testing? What kinds of people are we testing? Remember that the governor's own consultants back in March and April said that under the governor's plan, not lifting the restrictions, but under the governor's plan, we would have 250,000 infections. Not even in June, but in May.
Wow.
Now, that is possible because we don't test the vast majority of people who have no symptoms or mild symptoms. So as you increase the number of tests, you're going to catch additional people. And even in the hospital, as I mentioned on the show, if you have people going into the hospital for other reasons, they're going to get a COVID test. If they had mild or even no symptoms of COVID, but they had something else going on, they're going to be listed as someone who is in the hospital with COVID. Now, that's not irrelevant information, but it is very different for someone who comes to the emergency room presenting severe respiratory symptoms, gets put in intensive care, has the risk of death from COVID. That is a different scenario. Unless we can have meaningful conversations about what these data mean and how limited they are, I'm afraid our policy responses will be harmed and our relationships and our ability to have productive conversations will be damaged too.
Well, I think you're right, and I think as a member of the media, we stand some criticism for that. I think, on the other hand, we also have done some good work in getting information out to the people. So I think that's a two-edged sword there. Maybe I'm just being too defensive. Anyway, thanks for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.